There's a really, really nice breeze now, and I can't wait to see where that video ended, because I did jump for the phone, and I just missed it, and I wonder if you can see it, or if it just goes floor. Hey, good dog. That's a big thing. Specifically self-abandoning in the way of ignoring our anger, sidelining our anger, always thinking it's like just being difficult, or I've thought some really fucking stupid things so as not to get angry, to be honest. Or I've heard myself thinking some fucking stupid things. That's a big one to get used to doing, showing, expressing, holding. And no fucking part of me seems to have any idea what we do with anger, apart from me, who I just, at least, I fucking say something. I've always said something, and now it really bothers other parts of me. And if we're doing everything right, I can feel it. And yeah, I start thinking things like, I'm just being difficult, I'm just making a scene, I'm just bringing stuff on us, all the fucking victim-blaming trash that is not goddamn even slightly fucking true, that we get taught to think, that has clearly been internalized so very well by so many parts of me, and now it really fucking constricts the parts of me that can do anything different, if not push us entirely out. Stupid fucking bullshit, that's what it is. The wind's attacking my camera. Hey, I love you, bro, but I can't do anything. It's too hot, buddy. You're panting and we're just standing around out here. I told you could take it out, but there's not much we can do about it. I'll throw it to your face. It'll be really little gentle, pathetic throw. Ready? Okay. So there's, like, I think there's two things I've noticed. There's a general feeling of the need to be still and not eye-catching, exaggerated, not draw anyone's focus in any way. Hey, good dog. That's a good choice. And I'm trying to protect it from the direction of the wind by putting it in like a nice stable location. It's going well. So then I think there are specific parts of me, of us, who are more likely than others to get sidelined and abandoned. And that is parts that will express and hold rage, and parts that will experience and express playfulness. And that sort of aligns with what I've noticed most. Like, I had a sudden hit of insecurity, and then a sudden, two parts moving away from each other because of the jump start. I was gonna fix that. You're doing good. I guess if there are parts of me that are used to being the most agreeable, the minimally inconvenient to other people potentially, I guess. So expressing and holding any strong emotion, especially anger, because anger is just being a controlling or hysterical girl if you're growing up in this trash fucking society in places. Might be getting better these days, but I had some real ends of the trash. I'm sure that it's progressively worse the further back you go. All trash is trash. We don't have to compare the trash. It's trash. Right, fucking hell. So it's okay. We're safe. So then when looking normal feels like it's necessary for your fucking survival, certain things get jettisoned or pushed in, locked away. And also I've noticed that younger parts would tend to do stuff like this log out here. It's fun to balance on. I always end up back at it when I'm not focused on what I look like, inverted commas. But a lot of the time I notice myself like freezing up and I start thinking about everything from an external perspective. Like, there are neighbours, I just about get a little bit taller than the fence standing there, so they could see me, and it's like, well, what would they think? And I don't know why that's important. It just feels dangerous for it not to be considered. And then the camera as well, it's like, what does it mean that I filmed myself walking on a log? It's like, it feels like everything is, it's not just like I'm imagining what I'm doing looks like. It's like I'm constantly watching myself through a really judgmental and critical lens of disbelief, as if I'm like imagining this jury of people as being society or whatever I'm thinking. Like, when I'm thinking what do I look like, there is it's not just what would I look like to me with my lenses and my beliefs and my sort of like way I think. No, it's like, what would I look like to these society en masse of really controlling, really like prejudiced individuals that are always trying to catch you out if you're doing something wrong. And it's like, that's generally the way I see when I'm outside my body, wondering how people will be observing me. So it's like every action I do or everything I say or go to do starts to come out in this like, I got to imagine I'm a really like assuming, controlling individual who is gonna think I'm lying. It's like the assumption will be that I'm lying about everything, and that's kind of the assumption of what everyone does online, I guess, which is, I don't know, it's not like an awful assumption, but I wonder if the internet started to like destroy our trust in one another, because there's like so many things you could do to like deep fake something, and all of these things, you can fake screenshots, and I don't know, there's like an air of it's kind of impossible to prove shit. I wonder if that does something to people, if it's not just individual bouts of trauma we've had that are making me think this. It's too hot. It's way too hot. I definitely feel a lot more sort of free and a lot more with it and a lot more existent if I can let it all go a bit. Easier said than done, but doable. And then focus on not abandoning any part of what I think, feel, crave, need, want to do. So it's like the same stuff we've been practicing for years, for like 2 years, but it's only really in the last year that we knew what we were doing a bit. But I guess there are parts of me that haven't practiced doing this now, and then we've never practiced doing it as one person with multiple parts and lots of triggers. Hey. And like, fucking hell, not even just the amount of triggers, but the way it affects all of us. Like, say the effect of thinking, the effect of having a sudden moment of self-doubt seems to, like, make me fucking back away from myself really quickly. And at the same time, I'm so fucking pissed off because it's like, I deserve to have goddamn confidence. I've seen me with confidence, even if I've only seen a part of me with confidence. And that was a much more comfortable existence. And I deserve to have that. So, trying to act with confidence that I deserve and used to have about myself as a person, while other parts of me are like, it's so foreign to some other parts of me that it looks really unfamiliar, I guess. And there's like constant questions of whether it's okay, like whether it's right to prioritize us and whether we're safe doing it, I guess. And it sort of changes form based on the situation, but those are basically what I'm getting. It's just everything's so volatile because we all react. Like, it's such an intense chain of reactions that go off through so many different parts of me, all holding trauma and getting triggered to different things and having different like .exes start to run, and things that affect like our nervous system state and how dissociated I am or not, or like how many parts of me I can think from at one time. So it gets really kind of hard to find your way and kind of keep focused, meet everyone's needs, but don't get swept up in anyone's individual parts worldview. It's challenging. I don't know if I'd describe what I'm doing as like hosting while fusing, or hosting a subsystem that's trying to collapse into itself into one person. That feels the most accurate. Yep. Okay, no, that's really fucking challenging, complex shit. No wonder this is a bit difficult. I wouldn't expect it to look neat and tidy now that I'm thinking like that. Of course it gets hard to tell which way's up. Holy shit, it's not fucking simple trauma, is it? Okay. I think I'm probably doing pretty well. This has helped a little.